everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we've got a pair of safeties who will be counted on to be the last line of defense. It's the Saints going up against the Jaguars. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver, 73 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Quarterback Blake Bortles will lead the Jags offense onto the field, and against the Colts over in London, 207 yards, threw for 2. He ran one in, and now 2 straight wins for this team over in London, and they're going to play every year over there through 2020.
Yeah, they want to be London's team, and they're set up for that, but also getting a win in 2016. Remember, preseason, a lot of people are pointing to the Jags as maybe the breakthrough team. They just finally broke through in the win column.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On second down, here's Yeldon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Here's Murphy. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw, finding time, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here comes Grant on the return. Jacksonville getting set to take over again on offense, and you kind of have to keep in the back of your mind they had a 5-hour time difference when they flew over to London. 4,200-mile flight. How does that take a toll on these guys? Does it take a toll?
It can. It definitely can, because if you don't monitor it or do it in the right way, you can get over there and become fatigued very quickly. But you have to know Jacksonville's been doing it for a while, and they've got it down. I was talking with Jeff Fisher about this, the head coach of the L.A. Rams, and they've got it down, too, about how they're going to go and travel with sleep, with nutrition, and, of course, when they arrive, maybe even practicing to get the jet lag out of the way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Many doubted Eric Weddle coming out of college, but they don't anymore. One of the best, most versatile safeties in the league.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Hey, we got 4.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. And last time out, they gave up 3. But with this deficit, how important here is it to not give up any points?
And they're at a point now where they can't allow any thoughts of any points to enter their mind. They gave up 3 last time. That felt okay. They can't settle for okay now. They have to stop them here. 0 points given up.
Yeah, they need to stop, get the ball back to the offense. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
Second down, 8. look to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they add on to their 1st quarter lead. It's now 13-0. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll come out in the pistol.
3-39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Surveying the field. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. It's a pickup of 19. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Plenty of scoring here already. More from Jacksonville after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's the option going right. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Another pistol look here. Now Bortles a give to Yeldon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They come up in an offset eye. They begin with a run by Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And able to find Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. From midfield, here's Bortles. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Bortles again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. They find some open field here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Yeldon, the lone running back. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. He's got time, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be. If Because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, he's had problems here early in his career with interceptions in the red zone, and that rears its ugly head again there.
And you know what happens, too, is that even when you have those issues, your offensive coordinator, your quarterback coach is trying to give you confidence in that situation, and they may still call those plays, hoping to get an easy, cheap touchdown for you, but you violate their trust and their confidence when you make plays like that.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Green 39.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bortles now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He was trying to hit Rashad Green, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jaguars are on the bad end of things at home, will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Saints came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they played. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Saints opening the game on offense. Jaguars line up at the 13. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught. And 13 yards later, he'll go in for the score. Deficit shrinks to 6. Saints on 2nd and 7. The pass complete out of the gun. And 62 yards later, he's going in for the score, which takes the lead to 13. 3rd down from inside the 10. The pass ends up being picked off. Saints defense gets off the field with the turnover. So that'll do it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We're going back under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Surveying the field. Completes it to Lee. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second down and 4. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On first down, Bortles. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front Really well done.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Here's the option going right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Whoosh.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Yeldon, the lone running back. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To Yeldon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the seemingly endless drive continues. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
But they blitz.
Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah,
and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another pistol look here.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, spinning away. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead. Here's again to Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Fairley.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeldon, the lone running back.
Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Third down and 8 now. They send Thomas out to the right by himself.
Green 39.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Paul Kruger coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Murphy now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Saints are going to get a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
To throw here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the... From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. off here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. This will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bortles to throw on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Julius Thomas. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st down, Bortles. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Bortles to throw once more. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Bortles. Finding time. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Bortles again. Surveying the field. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Aguilar has it. 7 yards on the pickup there. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Bortles now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, it's Bortles. He's got time in the pocket, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Denard Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
4 down, check. 4 down. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Bortles is going to throw for it. He's got time. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.